Thank you very much for joining our webinar and for the interest on the topic how to get managers ready in fast-growing companies. So today we are going to discuss 3 questions about the context, what fast-growing companies are, what is going on in there. Then can we create learning systems within fast-growing companies, or we should fill immediate gaps and not to focus on learning system because it's too early, for example, we might think that. And also we are going to build a management onboarding course together with all elements that we are talking about, and we are creating management onboarding course. Before we start, let's introduce our team. I just always wanted to meet our team looking at these photos, because in 5 words, our team is 15 years in fast-growing companies, fast-growing organizations. So 5 words about us in different positions. And I guess we love this adrenaline so much, so we don't want to go and find other companies would like to work with fast-growing organizations. And what do we do in these organizations? When do we come? For example, when there are a lot of new managers and they are on fire, they are fastly promoted, they don't know what to do, they get frustrated, they make mistakes, and the company wants them to perform maybe as quick as possible, right? Then probably in these companies there are LMS, and this LMS is a sad and lonely lady or lord, and people don't visit this LMS, and you would like to put a bit of life there to make some courses more, I don't know, vivid, engaging, and we have secrets and tools for this, and imagination as well. And also, if you have professionals, but they don't want to teach, valuable experts, senior experts, and they, when they start explaining something, or you send people, newcomers, to them to be taught, people get lost and frustrated, both sides. So we have programs to help those high skilled professionals to acquire mentor skills. Or if you have another unstructured task about learning, we can come and we help to solve like anything, because we love working in fast-growing companies and we love adrenaline. If you have some, just invite us. We're going to share it with you. Right. So if you have a sip of water, it would be nice if you have it, because it will help you to maintain your attention. And we jump right to our fast-growing companies. And we are going to talk what is so special about fast-growing companies. Obviously, they grow fast. Here I have some problems. Just, I guess it's not all, and it's not the half. Just we could pick 3 that we prefer. Probably we have seen, or we were hurt by those problems. If you would like to pick some problems, you just write in our chat, or I'll pick myself, because my favorite part is I guess all people are overloaded. Then if you would like to pick anything else, please let me know, because I'm picking processes. Then intuitive learning processes. People learn, the processes are not organized, but still somehow it's happening. Of course, there are like another problems, another puzzles in this picture, but there is one category of people that we would like to bring here. These are HR specialists, and they are overloaded. What we saw, they have enormous bunch of tasks. hiring people, I don't know, giving feedback, motivating people, organizing corporate parties, conflict solving, and all it's by Monday. So if there are here HR people, dear HR teams, we are going to give you a medal or a star. Let's give you a star here. Yeah, we know. We see, sometimes you feel unseen and unvalued, but we see you. We hear you. You're doing great, especially in those conditions. And of course, we have one more category that I guess nobody talks about. In this category, there is no shape, no color. It's neither black nor square. These are new promoted managers. Recently, we talk with managers, even now experienced, and they talk us about their first time experience. Oh my God, this might be awful. People are traumatized. They get between two, I don't know, two, not they are not under pressure, not only under pressure, under two pressures. They feel pressure from employees, from their teams. They feel pressure from their managers. People say that they were thrown into these tasks and were expected to know what to do, and they didn't. And they had a bunch of new tasks. And yesterday they were cherished, loved, and respected professionals. And today they are completely new in a new group, but all people keep thinking that they are experienced professionals and they survive. So, dear new managers, we understand you and we'll try to say everywhere that it's happening, to make programs that will help you and like make it clear and say it out loud everywhere. And of course, we'll give you a medal. We're here for you. I'd like to give a hug. My virtual hug goes to managers. So we are in fast growing companies and our HR team gets a task. We need to train people. And we need our people to perform tasks. Anna, please do something about it. The company is growing fast. We have a lot of tasks. Please do something about it by Friday. Why not? So what Anna thinks, what should I do? Fill immediate gaps or build a system? What do I do? Marina would say build a system, but Anna, look at her, a lot of tasks, a lot. Of course, let's fill immediate gaps. We have Friday, so let's go, let's do it. What might be those immediate solutions, quick solutions? We could invite an external or internal expert for a training, right? To have a nice training for, I don't know, a couple of days. Then we might have a solution pay for external training. Our employees might have an individual budget and choose conferences or training or something, let's say in Paris. Go to Paris and have, I don't know, nice conference, learn something new, interesting, and be absolutely fine. I would like to go to Paris and learn something new. Then, also relatively quick solution, build company knowledge base, which is pretty difficult, but probably you could gather information from different departments and you have a company knowledge base. It's not as quick a solution, but still, we could give this information to our employees so they can learn quickly. Am I going to criticize those solutions? No. All these solutions are great, are fantastic. And this is a pretty good start because coming back, we are in a fast growing company and everything is right? So in the middle of this, we have training. We have people going to Paris for training, and we have a company knowledge base, right? This is fantastic. But we are going to think, is this solution is scalable? Our company is growing, so we need a learning solution tomorrow and in a month and for future people who come. So are those solutions great? And sometimes it's not obvious, but let's see how they work. It's a bit like, mm, it's a scheme, but it's a very scientific scheme. Here I learn. Let's imagine I went to Paris and I had a fantastic training. And for example, Kate had a fantastic training inside. Yeah, we invited we invited a super cool book author, for example, Andrew Huberman, to give a training for us, for Kate, right? We learned and we feel fulfilled, we feel motivated. We suppose that our training was good, because if it is bad, it's another story. So it was good. We knew something, we feel motivated. What are we doing? We still are motivated and feel great. Yeah, you probably would like to ask why this section here I implement is so little and transparent. Yeah, because why can't I bring this huge amount of knowledge that I had on Friday and on Monday come to my workplace and change everything, implement everything? I learned everything about feedback. I come on Monday and I implement everything. What exactly do I implement? What exactly? Let's say how it works. We have other circles, and these circles are event of our life. Our life. It's not like I went to Paris, I learned, and nothing happens. Between I learn and I implement, there is a perfect part, I forget part, which is perfectly normal for a human brain. Forget, because we have events of our life. We switched to everything and we took a huge amount of knowledge and started in the same minute, we started forgetting, because knowing is remembering. And we weren't trained to remember. We got the knowledge, we were impressed, but normally in one training, there is no part of remembering, implementing, like practice. And my impression that I had, probably my notes, I can't bring them all. Just I started forgetting. I had a lot of events. I came to my workplace. I had things with colleagues. I had deadlines. I have tasks. I work not to learn, but I work to perform. So when it comes to implementation, I started to think, why not to implement new protocol of feedback a month after I had a training? And then it's not as easy. I forgot a lot, right? And then when the implementation starts, wow, not all people are happy. So people must also be explained what is going on. Then, I don't know, there are some systems in the company that should be changed, and it's not in a minute. Then you started implementing something great, you make mistakes, and you feel what? You feel devastated, demotivated. You feel, oh my God, it was so nice during the training, it doesn't work. Just let it go, right? So our perfect solutions about training, they are great and give a lot of impressions to people and motivation as well. They must be maintained for implementation, and we are going to talk how we could do this. These were our quick solutions. So we might benefit from it on Friday, but it's not scalable, but somehow enjoyable. Yeah, not scalable. And about of knowledge base. Am I going to criticize? No, I am not. If you have a knowledge base in your company, fantastic. If you did this base, You are a great person. You did a fantastic job. We are giving you a star and medal. I guess both, right? You deserve it. Because all processes are right there. And if you might learn something, know something, you might go there and find all processes. But the problem is it's a storage. It's not storage in other place than people's head. It's stored in a different place, right? And it's not a learning tool because you open an article, then you have another article, then you have another article. You say, okay, I start with article 1. You open the article 1, and there text, link to another article, and you feel lost. If you are a specialist and you want to know like rules and you are a specialist in this field, it might be fantastic and useful to know all details. If you are a new one in this field, you will just get lost. So it's a fantastic tool. It's a good start for your learning, but it's not learning itself, because to put the information in our head, reading is not enough. You see all those processes. I'm not going to explain this. It's what we do while designing courses. We need to memorize, retrieve feedback, emotions, reflections, repetition, etc., etc. So this is not included in our base. So we have knowledge somewhere, and our knowledge should be in a person's head, eyes, right? Then probably mouth. So it should be there, right? And to put this information like here, it looks a bit insane, but is it a good illustration? So it should be inside, not outside. And unfortunately, people can't. I see a comment. I'm not sure. I'd like to read it after this image. Let's do it. Enhance. Yeah, we don't have any hands, luckily. So enhance as well. Probably let's put it there, right? I guess hands might be somewhere there, right? Those hands. Yeah, enhance. Okay. So, and to summarize this part with our solutions, I'd like to show you one more image. I'm not sure you will want to take out this dark rectangles anymore, but still, it was put there after our designer had a look at this presentation, so it's completely probably traumatizing. And if you get aesthetically traumatized, I'm so sorry. But it's very, very good to explain the term I would like to introduce you. So it's about content jail. I've read this in a book of a brilliant methodologist, and he said that we love to put our learning content into jail. What did he mean into jail? Long recording of trainings, like 4 hours of event that wasn't meant to be seen online. It was meant to be offline, and we recorded and we decided, oh, it's just 4 hours. Other people made look and repeat. It doesn't happen. 4 hours. Then long manual with instructions, everything that is difficult to get from, and we need I don't know, Rapunzel. We need Rapunzel to get into this tower and to take away our content. Coming back to our context, we are all overloaded, and having 4 hours of video to have some little information, we don't do this. Read 15 article and remember it, we just don't do this. So please don't put your content into jail. Let's find some easier way to teach people, to help people to get this information without Rapunzel hair. Yeah, did you enjoy the tower? Okay, so we studied quick solutions and we could sip some water and go. Probably we come back to our, oh my God, this lady with circles. Sorry for that. Let's try to build a system. Yeah, so probably we could do both at the same time. So building a system, it should be like this: learn, implement, and also feedback and support at every stage. And as you can see, it's not a line, it's a curve. Because when people start learning something new, like me starting learning German, for example, people feel motivated. Now they are going to do something amazing. They imagine that they are able to do something fantastic tomorrow. I imagine me speaking German. New manager imagine that they are like leaders, adored and respected while starting learning. That's why people do this. But when we start learning, we struggle. At every step, learning is difficult, unfortunately. It how it works. So I start implementing something. I make mistakes. I want to cry. I want to never to do this again, and I might need support. To have someone that would say it's okay. It's okay. You will learn. You will learn. You will make more steps, and you're going to do it better and better and better. And then our curve goes up. And if we are there, it's very good. So if we are not, a lot of people just don't go there. That's why people drop learning and drop long-term programs, because it's very easy to go like this. Op, op. I feel that I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to have these negative emotions. I don't want to understand that I am incapable of. So yeah, this is sad, but also is pretty normal. We don't like being, feeling that we don't have power to overcome something. And especially, let's remember, we are overloaded. So how do we do this in your own company? Make very important first step. We go from something you already have to something you don't, to something you already know to something you don't. A huge mistake is we don't have anything. Let's imagine a huge crystal corporate university, like the best in the world. And this leads to a lot of movements. Yeah. So let's start with something very, very simple. We need our people trained by Friday. So let's try to figure our system as quick as possible and with what we have. What to do? What do we have? We have our people, employees, and we could divide these people into groups. Groups we know, groups that have different learning goals, right? So in every company, there are newcomers, yeah? Then category of people that are working, like regular workers. Then people that got promoted. And then C-level, for example, if you think of their learning needs, you put them into this category. You see, we started with a very clear foundation. It's very simple. It took us like 10 minutes to put it here. Then we try to define the learning goal for every category, for every group, which is not very difficult as well. We have newcomers. In some companies, newcomers is people on trial period. In some companies, trial period plus adaptation plus everything that it takes a year. Yeah. So I don't know what your situation is, but probably you have newcomers 3 months, and then it's not a newcomer anymore. It's not a regular. It's a regular employee. If you have this one period, so you could divide those people into categories. You put high level goal for this group of newcomers. Like probably you want them achieving full performance, retain them. Probably you have a problem. People leave. A lot of people leave sooner. Fostering loyalty, right? So we put these goals to this category. And I've read an amazing research about what people need in their first steps in the company. We think about like fostering loyalty, performing, etc. And the most valuable point for all of this is creating personal connections. So we could put this goal and think on how we could achieve this goal. If this goal is not on the table, we might not think how to achieve this, right? So this goal probably is on the table. Then we implement our rule from what we have to what we don't. What we already have. Let's see. I don't know what you have, but you have something, of course. But because nobody, not a lot of companies just throw newcomers into working processes without anything. So you might have something. Probably, what do you prefer to have? What's corporate knowledge base? We worked on it. We got a medal for this, so let's use it for newcomers. Probably they have live sessions with people partners. Yeah. And I don't know what they might have. Probably guidance from mentors, of course. Yeah. Or other. Yeah. So we put solutions that we have. You might not like it, but you've already done it, and you spent a lot of time and efforts to maintain them. So here they are. Then let's think about challenges. What kind of challenges? Probably it takes a lot of resources, more than we would like to put there. Maybe managers are overloaded and they complain. Maybe managers are not involved. Yeah. Do you get the idea how to work with this? So we look at our solutions, or we look at our solutions that we have. We see challenges, and it's easier to make the next step. What solution we would like to have? Or probably it's not critical. It's normal, and we can survive with a solution and pay attention to a different category because we see all groups at the same desk, right? So this is the advantage of having a system, a learning system. Probably this solution that we have is mediocre, but still okay. And we could put there metrics. What are we measuring? If you don't have metrics, it's okay. You could like put there your expectations. We expect our people to have more meaningful connections, or to, I don't know, to make this process less long or more efficient, or put less resources. I know that smart people like SMART people would struggle me for saying this, but it's better than nothing. We are in a fast-growing company, and better to put there on our table without, numbers, that not to have it at all. If you have numbers, if you have ENPS, for example, or a turnover that you'd like to reduce, that's fantastic. If you don't, it's not a problem. And you do the same for every group, because in every group here, what do you have? For regular employees, you will always have the same goals: solving current tasks, upskilling and reskilling, and maintaining energy. It's not always about learning, but you see, you could put all goals here in the same place. And again, you have your solutions, and probably we put training that we had, our Paris visits, our piece of knowledge, and we have some solutions. And if we don't, and we feel that it's urgent, and it's more important than working with newcomers, that they are more or less covered. They can survive for 3 months, and our priority is this category, right? So we see it at the same place. And let's go to middle managers. We see that there is the same principle here, and we are going to focus on this time of transition where they were promoted. And of course, there are different groups of managers in our company. People that have just got promoted, then people who probably need upskilling, or people who would like to transfer their knowledge. They are different. But to make a course, let's focus on this first category. And we have previously talked about these problems. So let's try to organize this time of transition. And for this, we are going to put the square in the next step. It will be like the last one. I will show how we work with those tables, with those goals. So in a time of transition, we need to quickly onboard our manager, reducing errors, giving support because people feel devastated, reduce time to full productivity. These are our goals. What do we have? Probably we have knowledge base in Confluence, and we put there all we expect from managers. We did great. Again, do we have medals here? No, we don't. So we just imagine that we have a medal here. Probably we have one-on-one with people partners, or with mentors, or probably with something, people who support. Again, it's a second medal. It's great. Yeah, probably we don't have anything. We don't have support. We don't know what to do. So let's talk about problems. We are often, it's been a year that we ask in companies, in LinkedIn, in personal conversations, what were problems of new hired managers? And what people say is the first place takes unclear expectations in every conversation, in every questioning we lead. People struggle with unclear expectations. So we bring is there because we need problems. We put it as a problem. We need to have clear expectations. Then some topics that new managers struggle with. It's like goal setting, feedback, delegation, balancing leadership and individual contribution. This is pretty much similar. So we have these challenges, and we see that what we have is not enough, and we should find something more, something plus, something probably replacing, right? I have a question. Content jail will be the new name for conference. Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. I have nothing to say. Yeah, it is. Actually, it is. We have those challenges. We don't know our desired solution. Let's figure out what might be this desired solution. And we probably KPIs, it will be different in any companies. Probably it will be some feedback or one-on-ones or surveys. So you can choose what you want. Then, so we have a goal to clear expectations, to formulate, to let people know expectations. It's a pretty easy goal. The problem is when I say no, in people here, I read equals I know. For me, as a learning experience designer, no means I remembered this. Do you feel the difference between I have read and I have remembered? This is a completely different volume of information. Yeah. right? So know means remember. And we need, for example, 20 people a month to remembering basic, knowing, remembering, learning basic expectations. It doesn't look like very difficult as task. Knowing, remembering is more or less. Then different tasks. We have people that need to learn to implement, not only remembering, but they also need to put these in practice and be supported somehow, not to drop those wonderful activities, to correct their mistakes, right? So we have different levels of goals, and we'll try to solve this in one management course. This will be our last step for this webinar. So the goal number one, clear expectations. Let's create a course. Yeah, it should be scalable, so we could offer an online solution. You had previously an LMS, sad probably and lonely. We are going to, like in fairy tales, kiss and make it alive again. So let's choose 5 main topics for our course. I would like say 5, not more. Probably less, but not more, because it's our foundation course. And we keep in our mind that knowing is remembering. We could create a course from 100 chapters, 100 topics. But frankly speaking and honestly answering, are people able to remember everything? No, they are not. So we need to pick something, the most urgent, the most important, that influence people's decisions. Yeah, to make this effort so true. Done. Okay, so would you like to vote for 5 topics? Or I'll do it myself, yeah. You could say, you could write time management twice, three times. Oh my God. EQ, let's put EQ, cross-cultural. Cross-cultural, cultural communication. Cross-cultural communication, okay. Feedback, right, feedback. That's point number 1. Then 4 more. I guess goal setting hurts sometimes. Let's speak as well. Team management. Team management. We are on the same page. Team management. Okay. I guess we could add here manager's calendar. Like it might help to implement our ideas about goal setting and feedback and team management, put real procedures in manager's calendar. Cross-cultural, yeah, cross-cultural. Okay, so we're done. Not more than 5 modules, because it's too difficult to remember. So that we have something as well that we'd like to teach, for example, EQ or etc. We are going to do it, but not now. I'm sorry, EQ, you are not with us in our foundation course. And this is not a base of knowledge. So to everything that we put into those lessons, we are going to think how people remember, retrieval practice, interactive tasks to help to memorize, reflection. We are going to keep in mind how difficult for people is this, how it suits the content, etc. So it's not like we put material. We put in our course material plus actions that people might perform with this material to put it into our heads, their heads. If you forgot what means putting in their heads, I will show you the lady with circles. Yeah, head, eyes, mouth, and hands. Okay, so we did this activity, but it's not enough. We remember that when we learn, our circle is big. When we implement, it's so little. So we need to help to build support. Like what to do on Monday. I learned that it's a perfectly fine, that how to give a feedback, how to organize a dialogue. When I come on Monday, what do I do first? I call Kate and say, Kate, I'd like to give you a feedback. Or what to do on Monday? Or gather all people together and say, guys, I have a wonderful idea for you. You are going to have my feedback till Monday, till today. Yeah. What should I do? And when Kate come and I need to say her that, I don't know, she's late permanently, and eating donuts instead of working. What? And I say, you are eating donuts instead of working. And she says, oh, because I work day and night and I want to raise and you don't pay me enough. What am I supposed to do? It wasn't in my model. So wow. I might need tools how to implement. What can we offer as tools? We could offer a playbook, like simple tools that help people to structure the information they receive and put them into practice, like tasks in real life that people like make every day. I will show you how it looks. You will understand it better. I'll do it this way. Yeah. Imagine you have a first lesson on motivation tool. I will explain you what you are going to learn, and this you have implementation part. You go to your workplace and you start observing what you have. Oh my God, I know I should have observed first. Not to do anything and not to try to give my feedback to Kate, but observe. Such a relief. I made the first step and I wasn't hurt. Wow, fantastic. And then steps for implementation, how it works, reflection time. Was it okay? Was it as expected? What was that? What are my impressions, etc. Right? So these are guides, workbooks, playbooks are for to put information from somewhere into my hands. I would say from my head this time to my hands. Okay. Probably you might need a tracker. It could be in this playbook or a different document where you track your rhythm. I have the module one, first week, then second week, etc., etc. So this is a different tool. If you would like to see how it works, probably we could have a meeting and I will show how it works because it's too big and it takes time to show. I showed you the playbook that could be a tracker at the same time. So what we did, we took material, we cleared our expectations. We have 5 group of expectations. We explained, we remembered this. Then we took with our playbook this information from people's head to people's hands to put into their workplace and not to be heard. Good. We have one more step, and this step is, what do you think? Is you get not to say, but to think inside of you. Maybe going to Paris. Maybe party, a party, inviting an external training. Maybe raising a salary or giving a parking place? No. People need support. Support. A person, we had an answer. Celebrating. Celebrating was ready. Yeah, thank you. Celebrating is fantastic. We could celebrate every step. This is, I gave feedback. Oh my God, I'm so good. I'm going to drink a glass of champagne or a bottle. Probably it was too difficult. So, support. We have talked that new managers always feel abandoned. They don't know what to do, they feel pressure. And if they have support, they feel much better. And if you give a playbook or a tracker and the person makes tasks, this person should come to another person and to share their impressions, how it was it difficult, was it painful, was it rewarding, to make this reflection together and feel a bit relieved. Because when you have problems and you know that a lot of people do as well, the same, you feel, I'm normal. I am normal and it will go away with time. I will learn to do it better. It will go with time. And my dear mentor know this, right? So we have three components. And coming back to our group of managers, these mentors, it might be a very, very motivating point from elder managers because they might have lived a traumatizing experience. And some people who have a high level of empathy, they would like, it hurts them seeing other people struggling, and they would like, and they become very supportive and powerful mentors. And we help our mentors because we had already structured what managers should do, and we gave them tasks and reflection and this rhythm that person goes through. And we have perfect team mentor that is growing as a mentor, then our new manager that feels supported, cherished, and loved. And we are relieved. And our manager, Anna, feels way better. Probably we could put off some stickers, right? So 3 steps could help us to create the whole system. Right. It's pretty much the end of what was I was about to say. Yeah. So we talked about content in fast-growing companies. We've talked about framework that is really easy to complete in one day, and be proud of yourself that you have a lot in your company at every group of people. And then how to structure a management foundation course. And I think, and forever, this eternal discussion was this better online or offline, because there are different goals and different scalability of these solutions, right? And one more and one last black square, let's say, yeah, to make you feel uncomfortable, to show how database work. When you were with me, I guess I didn't say anything super special, super complicated, and you were listening and you were understanding. And I will ask you a completely different operation. What did you remember from this? What are you taking with you from our conversation? You probably could take a deep breath and have this a bit something, a little confusion, because you were understanding everything and it's not difficult to recall anything or something from what I've said. Try please to recall 2 ideas, not a jail. 2 ideas that you're taking with you. If you feel that it's difficult, it's perfectly normal. It's very, very normal. I'll give you a minute. You could write at any language. You could not write in the chat, but for you. But just try to live this moment, yeah? That you don't want to do this. That is difficult for you to do this. And it's normal. It's how our brain works. It's how our memory works. That we forget. We started forgetting. Yeah. Make a sign that you have already finished, like probably a heart, for me, a heart. Or you could write in the chat, celebrate. Yeah, celebrate what we've done. Start from what we know. Okay. Yeah, have you felt the difficulties? Cognitive difficulty, it calls. You'll live this experience of cognitive difficulty. We love it. Content jail, everybody forgets. Yeah, less means more about learning as well as in life. Yes. Thank you very much. You went through this dark side of learning. You felt this cognitive difficulty. You lived this, and it was pretty normal. Not pleasant, but normal. And we praise our learners for living this cognitive difficulty. It's kind of in the motivation curve. So we put this aside. So if you would like to have this desk with our framework or the recording, please let us know, because we don't sell our recordings or anything for overloaded people. We know we don't want to create one extra task for you. We send you the recording, means that you are somehow feel obliged to do something with this. We don't do this. No. So if you feel that you need for some reason this framework, you would like to work with it, please let us know. Write us on our email, or you have a QR code for our WhatsApp. And we are going to chat. If you need, write just the desk with our wonderful photos, with our wonderful Rapunzel tower, and of course with our framework, you will have it. Or probably you would like to discuss your situation and you would like us to help you to feel the framework, just message us. I'll respond to you and I'll send you all you need, or we schedule a meeting, and we schedule a meeting. I would try to practice in feeling this framework. And of course, praising you for what you have already done, because if you have come means you are interested in topic and you have done a lot of work. So where are my medals? Thank you so much for coming.